Go ahead. Okay, we are now recording. This is Polio Jr.
Eagles!
and
CJ.
that is Chris.
Go Eagles.
CJ's info.
They have now won twice in a row.
Great. Yeah.
We support all football teams.
No. Don't say we. Don't say we. Don't put me in that.
But hey,
I don't support any football teams.
Jets always lose to the Eagles, so we'll just leave it at that. So, all right. Anyway,
yeah.
What do we have here? No, what do you say? I said
we are on. We're not doing a trailer. We're not doing a bit.
Listen, I'm tired of this podcast.
This is episode number 20.
Biente.
Number 20 of the Inner Circle podcast. And so we have some pretty neat information for everybody to know and embed in their brains. And then we just have some topics that, are just going to kind of be off the cuff. They're not going to be
off of my cuff.
Yes, we're not going to do it, like right down the line. Like this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3.
Yeah, no down the lines.
Yeah, so
too robotic.
So I'm going to share this. So this
I feel like Mario.
So this is actually the new giveaway. So the old one we had, as you see, it says Second Chance on our YouTube channel. We were trying to get the channel to reach 100 subscribers by September 6th. That it was close, but it didn't happen. So instead of not giving anything away, we decided to extend it to Halloween. So at the moment, we have 87 subscribers.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't see there being an issue to make it to
more.
Yeah, if we don't, like I said, if we don't hit 100 subscribers by August 31st, by October 31st, then we're just going to delete the channel. So,
yeah, we're going to delete it. See you guys.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's going to happen. We're just going to delete the entire channel and just say, okay, we gave it a try.
Yeah.
So, but
delete the channel.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
How dare you?
Yep. See ya.
So if you guys don't remember or didn't hear this part, we are on Spotify, and we are now also working on getting on Pandora. Paul has submitted a request to get on Pandora.
Yes, we are.
So that's now 10 official audio podcast platforms, and possibly turning into 11 and 12 in total.
Yeah, it's quite a few. And so Spotify is huge to be on.
That's crazy because it was so simple, and we thought Anchor was going to do it, right?
They were going to do it.
Okay.
They even, long story short, I read through one of their articles, and they say, we will submit it to all of these podcasts. It just might take time.
Yeah.
And so we got submitted to a lot of those other random ones in Google and Apple and so forth. And then, I saw the option to submit it manually, and now it is on there. So a lot of people have Spotify. A ton of people have Spotify, even on their computer.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So.
And if we can get on Pandora, that's even better.
Yeah, Pandora is definitely next. So,
definitely. Now, one thing I did, I mentioned this to you, Paul, in text message, but and I was not aware of this because, a lot of these other audio podcasts that we have, just to share the screen, you guys just go to the About section, you scroll down, and you see Breaker, Overcast, Radio Public, Castro, Pocket Cast. These are the ones that most people don't use. I found out from someone, one of my wife's family members, cousins. He uses Overcast, and what Overcast does, it actually shortens the podcast spaces. So whenever there's a pause inside of the podcast, like there's a silence, it actually brings that A to B or whatever you want to say, the points, and it smashes it together so that it's like a full running length podcast. So what I'm curious to see here is this says 113 minutes, right? So let's see. Let's go into another one. Let's click on Spotify, new tab. All right, so 113 minutes. And how long is this?
113.
Also 113?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, regardless of that, apparently what he said is that, if there's any dead spaces or any silence, it just puts it all together smoothly so that if we are not talking at one point or time, it just makes it a smooth transition. So I didn't know that about Overcast. And he likes
maybe we just do it so well that we that we don't have any pauses.
Oh, wow. We just got another subscriber. 88.
88. Watch out.
Check that out. But, yeah, so Overcast does that. He uses it. And just so you guys know, I mean, but anyway, so how about our advertisement, Paul? What do we have about we were talking about that with the advertisement.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of news there. It's just that however, whatever time that was the other night, it was like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. Chris and I were on Google Ads, and now so this is for us to put advertisements on YouTube videos that you guys see. So I mean, you might see it, but the idea is to get people obviously who are not subscribed to the channel. So that's why if you've been to our YouTube channel, you'll see that there is a trailer there. That trailer is the video for Google Ads. So we are hoping that people will go past that 5-second mark, continue to watch it, click on the link, and then check out our podcast. It's going to go to the YouTube podcast, and then subscribe from there. That's our biggest venture right now is to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh yeah.
So it would make it not that it's not enjoyable now, but it is nice to do something that you enjoy doing, and at the same time getting paid to do it.
For sure.
Makes a huge difference. So that we can get, from there. That's when you get sponsors and so forth. And, this would be nice to have as a full-time job. So I know this is extremely premature. It's very premature in saying that, but
that would be awesome if this became a full-time job. I would love to leave my job to do this.
Yeah.
To wake up every day to see your beautiful face, to talk to you. I mean,
yeah, I would definitely do this. I would definitely do this every day as a full-time job if it came down to that. So, but yeah, so it was at 8. So now we're at 88 subscribers, which is nice.
88. We need 12 more, guys. 12 more. If you hear me right now, we need 12 more. Oh wait, you can't hear me. This isn't live.
Once they hear you, once they hear you,
okay.
Just make sure we get closer to 100. Maybe we're past 88 by the time this gets uploaded.
Possibly.
So, I actually had something that I wanted to share with you, Chris.
Oh, thanks, man. Just me?
Just you. No one else.
Oh, I love you, man.
Not even the people on listening to the podcast or watching the podcast.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know if you ever heard
how we jump in the air.
Yep.
With our hands up like that.
Exactly. So you and I have
to
practice this every day.
Yeah. Naruto jump.
They got some air.
Yeah,
some air there.
It's a Naruto jump.
I think they jumped on a trampoline, then pulled the trampoline out and took the picture.
Yeah, that doesn't look right to me.
Photoshop. I don't know if you've now
copyright.
People pronounce it two ways. The one is nootropic, the one is nootropic. So I think I believe the right way is nootropics. Nootropic is that's how I believe that most people say it.
Yeah, but the first word is europhic.
No. Oh, no, euphoric.
Euphoric. Europhic?
Euphoric. So,
I mean, that's I heard that,
Yeah, I mean that's
Euphoric,
besides the point.
no tropics.
So,
No
no,
tropics.
nootropics.
No.
Yeah, so this is
No
a page.
tropics.
This is a page I found called "The Four Most Euphoric Nootropics," and it says, in parentheses, no prescription drugs. So there are a lot of people out there who do what's called, I mean, they call it brain hacking. Is what they call it,
The
basically.
natural, basically natural medicine.
For the most part, yeah. So these are supplements that, they're obviously not as intense as, let's say, like for instance, like an Oxycontin or like a painkiller or anything like that. That's not the level that we're talking about here. Or like MDMA, to feel that like high level of euphoria. Mm-hmm. So now these are four things, and what's interesting, this is actually, I actually sell this one on eBay.
Oh, so you're a drug dealer.
Yep. legal
drug dealer.
So, but no, it's a, it's a totally, it's a totally natural supplement, and I make my own capsules. So, but just like it says here,
and so you're a scientist too.
Yeah. Promotes positive mood and well-being. It's supposed to have like some kind of, now I really think that a lot of times that my physiological makeup is different than other people, because some people take this stuff and they're like off the freaking walls.
Really?
Yeah, not like off the walls, but they get a ton of energy, they get a ton of stuff done and so forth.
Nice.
And I actually took one right before the podcast.
Okay.
Just to try it out again. But for some people, it works amazingly well. But now this is one that I just ordered. Let me try here.
Sublime?
No. Thiamine is how I believe you pronounce it. And I'm not going to go into the other ones.
Thiamine, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm only interested in the first two.
Okay.
But so this next one, the Thiamine, this was actually made in Japan during like World War II, when they noticed that most of the citizens were vitamin B1 deficient. So, and that's just where I just pulled this up just to show. You get a loss of appetite, like extreme fatigue, like extreme irritability, like your reflexes are reduced, so your cognitive functions aren't working that well. You get tingling sensations in your arms and your legs, and muscle weakness, blurry vision, nausea, and
these
vomiting.
Are the side effects?
No, these are symptoms of not having enough B1.
Oh.
So, and now what this basically has, now technically this one is synthetic, technically. And it's only because they combined, it's weird. It's like they combined two different B1 vitamins is what I got out of it. But, it's, so, I mean, technically it's synthetic, but at the same time, technically it's natural too. So,
yeah.
And so a lot of people report that you can get, so here's what it says. People who take it also report intense motivation to do work and be productive. But it says that would depend on, if you do have low levels of, of thiamine. So a lot of people with depression have low levels of thiamine, of vitamin B1. So I actually ordered this stuff in the powder form, because the capsules are so much more expensive. And I'm just gonna try it out. Like I've just been doing different tests with different different experiments with them. I'm using
So you're a
myself as a
lab
guinea
rat.
pig, basically. I wanted to let me make sure. Remember, I was telling you I was doing the 30 days of doing
Yeah.
those certain supplements every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here.
So you just
Stuff.
do one every 30 days?
Now the once that comes in, I probably will just share that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where I'm at right now on this, obviously. So today is the 8th now. So these are finished, and that's finished, and that's finished right now.
So what's your overall feeling for those?
I'm waiting until the start of week 2
Oh, okay.
to actually do it. So, and the major ones are L-theanine, taurine, B6, inositol, 5-HTP, and zinc,
Okay.
and STFU.
Is that
So,
another ingredient?
yeah.
Oh.
So these basically go.
Sit the fan underneath and
Yeah,
do it.
exactly. But those supplements are just to increase your GABA receptors, to increase the calming receptors in your brain. So I am just I'm gonna do 30 days of that and just see how it goes. So
That's cool.
yeah, I like it. I like that the nootropic stuff.
Yeah.
Did you have anything? Did you have anything you wanted to share, Chris?
Yeah, pal. I'm gonna share something, pal.
Share it.
Um,
Preach.
Unfortunately, sadly, our good friend AlexTrebek, who Paul met in person,
Yeah, it's kind of a dick.
well, he wasn't a dick to me. He's a good guy on the show. So,
We never met him.
No, we never met him. He's a good guy. He's been saying that he's got pancreatic cancer now. He's announced this less than 24 hours now. Sadly, he may be leaving his show, probably will be. And I know in March he said he had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So now he's saying, that he's 79 and he's been going at this a long time now. He's been since 84. I was born in 87. Paul was born in 80?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So the thing is that he started like right before we were born.
Yeah, it's close. Crazy.
Pancreatic stage 4 cancer. It's a shame. I really enjoyed his show. If people don't know what this show is, this is Jeopardy. Is a show where, I don't know, how would you explain it, Paul?
I mean, it's technically a game show that tests your knowledge.
Yeah, a game show, different categories, and you select one and answer the question a certain way, or else you lose. And then you have double jeopardy. You go again. So people don't know what this is, but I'm sure you do. Doctors said they haven't seen this kind of positive result in their memory. Some of the tumors have already shrunk by 50%. He's done with chemotherapy. They want him to undergo more treatment. So,
yeah, 70. Yeah, I mean, to have it at 79, I mean, at least is better than having it at like 49.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's still. I mean, it is what it is. But I think he even wrote. Didn't he write, or he said somewhere that he's like, I lived a good life, and is what it is.
He said that. There's all different sites, representing this. Him. Here's an hour ago with AlexTrebek. So we can play it a little bit. I don't know if.
It's not showing him talk. It's not showing him.
No, it's more like a little
talking.
tribute.
Yeah. People do this all the time now, especially on Yahoo News.
Yeah.
So.
See here if he says, pretty sure not in this article, but I know it might have been CNN article. That's what it was. I read here. It's
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Regrets being so public with his battle with cancer. His outspokenness about the disease encouraged many people to lean on him as a source of strength and optimism. Okay, here he says, I don't know if I'm strong enough or intelligent enough to help alleviate some of that despair. It's just so tough. It's on me. I thought of the pancreatic cancer. The thought of it doesn't frighten him. He's 79. He says, so, hey, I lived a good life, a full life, and I'm nearing the end of that life. I know that. So,
yeah.
And I think he did. He lived a good life. He's a good guy. He did a great job on that show. And is like reminded me of my stepfather, someone that went to work day in and day out and was never about, calling out and showing up on time and being there every day, day in and day out. That's who AlexTrebek reminds me of, someone who's dedicated, motivated, enjoyed what he did. He loved it, and then everybody loved the show. I mean,
I think he was actually part of, Mensa.
Who, Mensa?
Mensa?
I don't know what that is.
See here. That is basically a group of nerds. It's just a group of people where basically you have to have like a certain IQ. I'll show you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can take the Mensa.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, we always watch people go on the show to answer questions, but has AlexTrebek ever been the one to answer questions?
No. He's
on the show.
But he was a member, or he is. I guess he still is a member of Mensa. So Mensa, whatever.
I didn't know that.
So it's just like Mensa, the High IQ Society. So this is just specifically for pure intelligence.
Okay.
For pure.
Yeah, I'm on here. I signed up yesterday.
He signed up for it. Yeah, this is just for pure, like,
I'm waiting for my approval.
Academic intelligence, but that's really about it. I mean, but I think Dom is in Mensa. I think our cousin is in Mensa.
AlexTrebek, Mensa.
Pretty sure he's in Mensa.
Canadian American television personality. Let's see. We got been host of syndicated game Jeopardy.
Wow.
Including The Wizard of Odds. The Wizard of Odds, not The Wizard of Oz. Double Dare, High Rollers, Battle Stars, Classic Concentration, and To Tell the Truth. So I never heard of these. Oh, wow. And so Trebek is contracted to host until 2022. Go figure. So he literally had 2 more years, another year, and 11 months.
Well, 2 years and
2 years change to complete his contract. So, let's see. He was born in Canada, Ontario, Canada. Let's see.
Did you say he was in other things? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, it says that he hosted a number of game shows. These were the ones.
Gotcha.
Wizard of Odds.
Oh, he did the Double Dare?
Double Dare, yep. He did High Rollers, Battle Stars, Classic Concentration, To Tell the Truth. So
interesting.
How smart is AlexTrebek? He's reasonably educated, has a philosophy degree from the University of Ottawa, and worked for years as a newscaster before he became a game show host. If by smart you mean would he do well on the show, yes and no. During commercial breaks and tappings, Alex likes to take questions from the studio audience and inevitably gets asked how many answers he actually knows. He says about 2 out of 3, which I believe, and as a contestant, make it probably worth being on the show. So,
AlexTrebek. Okay. This is okay. Well,
Yeah.
he's not dead, so and it looks like he might even, get some sort of extension on his life because they were saying that the tumor shrunk over 50%. So,
Yeah, he might have a chance of surviving this. Sounds like, I mean, and I'm sure he's with the top notch doctors of the world. So,
yeah, I mean, he's definitely. I mean, he's. I mean, I guess he's not poor, but I guess he's doing okay.
so apparently AlexTrebek has reported an IQ level of 143.
Okay, sounds
Uh,
sounds sounds about right.
and moreover, an estimate required for a degree in philosophy is listed at 129. Blah blah blah. I don't know. So he's a smart guy. Very,
Yeah.
very superior intelligence. We cannot find any viable source. I don't know. Net worth, he's worth $50 million.
Okay.
Net worth. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
So
I
do you have anything?
I do. I do.
Cool. Let's see. Let's
So,
see, Paul. Come on.
you
We're
ready?
waiting for you,
I'm showing
okay?
you my cards.
I've been waiting for about 10 minutes now.
Well, you haven't seen it now.
Oh, well, what is it?
You mean you say waiting or talking for 10
No,
minutes?
I've been waiting for you for 10 minutes, okay?
Waiting or talking?
You know, the audience wants to know.
No, they don't.
The
Here it
Joker.
is. Whatchamacallit?
Sick of the
So,
Joker. I want to hear about this.
have you seen it?
Yeah, from you.
No, you didn't. You didn't see anything.
No, I haven't
No,
seen.
I only brought this up because this is the first podcast that we did
Okay.
without having before. I mean, after the Joker coming out.
Right.
So, so I saw it. I saw it the first time. The first night that it came out. Luckily, like if I just type in Joker,
Yeah.
you should have seen it the first night. Like all of these times
Right.
were absolutely insane. I mean, there was like
They were all
1, 2,
booked up.
3, 4. Yeah, there's like 4 rows of just 4.
You got a 9 out of 10, it's saying.
On IMDb. Yeah. No, it didn't do like as far rating wise, it didn't do bad at all.
Huh.
But there was this guy who posted on my channel, and he kind of had the same outlook I said, and I'll try to read it as fast as possible. He said, I didn't hate the movie, but I didn't love it. He said the music themes, the cinematography, and the acting were great, but the plot and the message were weak. The plot was kind of cliched that looks the same as every movie with a psychopath who hates society. The message they were trying to give didn't make very much sense. In some dialogues, and he says in parentheses, not all of them, didn't help at all and didn't look natural. So, and
yeah, I don't think I'm
cool.
going to go see this.
No, but like I said, that's just
yeah.
That was only one comment, and
Right.
he put it into words, probably a little bit better than I could as well. But as soon as everything that he said, definitely resonated with me personally. But then like I said, at the same time, I went with our cousin Andrew, and his his view was the complete opposite. So where he was like basically on the edge of his seat the entire movie. So there's basically, I would say, out of 100%, there's probably 5% action in the movie, which is fine. So you just get to see this like slow increase of him, becoming the Joker until he finally like snaps, and then is actually, kind of gives it into that psychopath, the psychopath personality, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably go watch it. I'm just from what I'm hearing, it doesn't sound like it's. I mean, we'll see. I have to see. Determine.
Yeah, I think it's a hate it or not a hate it. I didn't hate it, but
I do want to see this other one. With this Harley Quinn movie or something.
Oh yeah. Is that like next year?
Harley Quinn. It's not called Harley Quinn, but it's
I know you're talking
something
about
like that. Harley Quinn movie. I'm about to pull it up. Birds of Prey. So let's take a
That's
look
right,
at
Birds
that.
of Prey.
Birds of Prey. I'm gonna pull that up. Okay, let's check this out. Birds of Prey. So I have a YouTube video. Can we do that, or you just want me to shut the sound off?
I mean, we can just as long as we're talking to her, we're fine.
Well, I'll shut the sound off for now. Birds of Prey.
It's just that people listening or just have no.
Yeah.
Just like, oh hey guys, we're just watching. We're watching.
I'll
clips.
just put the volume on low, and we'll start it off here.
It's fine. Yeah, as long as
Birds
we're talking, we're totally
trailer
fine.
For 2020 sounds like it's coming out.
Okay. Birds of Prey.
I always loved Harley Quinn. She's just so hot. It's my favorite.
Turn up a little bit. Just a smidge.
Favorite. Okay. She's cutting her hair right now. She usually does.
I wanted a fresh
throwing axes at the Joker's face.
Out, I wasn't the only day
so, was this the one from Suicide Squad? Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I did see Suicide Squad. I'm just not sure if this is like a sequel or something, or is this?
It would be a prequel, I think.
Prequel?
To Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I guess that's what it would be then. She was going around beating people up, shooting people.
Or just, or maybe they're not even considering it a prequel. They're just considering it maybe similar to the Joker, where it's.
Yeah, what did I say? Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous
Emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Huh. Interesting.
So, yep. Is there a date on this? Sometimes there's a date.
It just said 2020. Right?
February 2000.
Okay.
February.
It's not that far.
2020.
Sweet. Okay.
So that's what we got for now. And then I want to take a look at this. So they're asking, what should Microsoft call the next Xbox? This is today at 11:19. So they're saying Project Scarlett code name, but they don't really have a name, and they're trying to figure out what the heck the name's going to be. So they have a poll here they want us to select. So let's take a look. What will Microsoft Project Scarlett Xbox be called? So here's the list. Xbox 2, Xbox 720, just Xbox, Xbox Pro, Xbox Plus, Xbox Infinite, Xbox 7 Remake, Xbox Next. Wait, why would it be 7? Xbox 7?
I think this is 720? The people that made the site just did this, whatever.
Xbox Next Prime free V-Bucks. 2 Turbo HD Remix. No, HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue 358/2 days. XCHI 0/0/TM. Xbox, it plays Halo. And Xbox Scarlett. And then we'll see the results. So what do you think, Paul?
If this were real.
If you were going to name the next Xbox, what would you name it? Out of this list.
Probably Pro or Infinite.
I think Infinite sounds good, but then I think, well, it's not going to be the last Xbox, so I feel like if you call it Infinite, you're kind of saying this is like the last one.
No, I mean, it's not going to be.
Yeah, so
Xbox Pro doesn't.
I really think Xbox messed up with their names. Like, I think they, they should have just had a number order, kind of like PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, Xbox 1, 2. Well, Nintendo did the same thing.
Strange names,
Nintendo did the same. They didn't do the number thing either.
All right, so you want to say, so you think Infinite or Pro? You're saying, what do you think?
I'm saying for me personally, I
What
wouldn't
would be your
do.
number one choice? Because I only have one choice here.
You just pick whatever you want. I think it'll show us the results for everything.
No, it will. I know. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna go with Xbox Two.
Xbox Two. Yeah.
Vote. Oh, let's see. 10% for two, 4% for 720, 25% just Xbox. Pro got 7%, Xbox Plus 4%, Infinite got 13. So just Xbox. I don't know about that. It's possible. Scarlett got 11%. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Sony confirms PlayStation 5 name, which we already talked about this. Holiday of 2020 release date.
It's a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's actually a specific date, but it just says the launching time is holiday of 2020 for PS5. Something about the controller here. PS5 controller has a USB-C.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Faster charging.
Yeah. An awful lot like the PS4 or DualShock 4, although Sony isn't confirming it, calling it DualShock 5. Super fast
Solid-state drive.
SSD.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, still biggest update that Sony is showing off. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean that's 5 to 10 times, probably about roughly 10 times faster than your
3D
standard SATA
audio,
drive.
3D audio and support for 8K gaming, as well as 4K at 120 hertz. So all this jibber jabber, yeah, it's cool stuff.
Cool. Yeah, so you got a solid state drive. Didn't they say that it plays 8K?
What is this?
Fortnite
company may face class action lawsuit over claims that game is addictive as cocaine.
Yeah, right.
All right, wait a second. We just need to clarify something now. Can a video game be addictive? Aside from saying it's like a drug.
Yes.
Can a video game be addictive?
Yes.
All right, so let's get out of this. What is the difference between a habit and an addiction?
Well, there would be the actual. Obviously, if you're taking a substance,
Yeah.
there's.
Let's say you're not taking a substance.
Okay. Well, cocaine's a substance.
So a habit would be like I have a habit of going like this with my head, right?
Yeah, you're not
addicted to that's not an addiction. So what would be an addiction?
Addiction is like something that you think about all for the majority of the day. That's what you're thinking about.
So is that like a disorder?
No, it's not a disorder. It would still be under like the
uncontrollable addiction.
It would still be under addiction. It's like while you're at work, all you're thinking about is going home and playing a specific video game, and that's
all I think about is doing this podcast.
Yes, you have addiction to this.
Okay, so an addiction doesn't need to be influenced by drugs.
No,
I mean it's not influenced by drugs. Is what I'm saying.
No, definitely not. You could
they're
be
saying
to anything.
A 16-year-old wins $3 million playing Fortnite. What's this about?
Jesus.
The addiction to the game Fortnite has real consequences on the lives of players, many of whom have developed problems such that they do not eat, they do not shower, and no longer socialize. Moreover, rehabilitation centers specifically dedicated to addiction Fortnite opened all around the world, particularly in Quebec and Canada, to treat people for this addiction. So, defendants use the same tactics as the creators of slot machines. Children are particularly vulnerable to this manipulation since their self-control system in the brain is not developed enough. So there's no self-control to say, hey, I got to go to the bathroom and take a poop and wash my ass.
Yeah, but there were games like this when we were younger too. So they can S&D. So, yeah. No. We had
thought that was funny, I guess. I mean, not funny.
It's just
sad,
funny. It's just funny how like a lot of this stuff has already happened throughout the, it's already happened like years ago. So, you bring it up, just anything in general, even things about the president and so forth, stuff like that. It's like, okay, this has already happened before. Like, why are we making a big stink about this?
Yeah.
But
just looking around here, some of these things that we see throughout the news, technology, goodbye iTunes. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Here they're saying that Apple is reportedly considering bundling the TV and Apple Music together. And then Netflix confirms it won't port its iPad app to Mac OS.
Port its iPad. Huh.
So what do they mean by they're saying
that they won't put it on? Netflix confirms it won't move its iPad app to Mac OS.
Let's see. This is also the same site, TheVerge.com. Is most popular free iPads entire platform. While it's true it's already available on Mac, there are disadvantages. So I think they're saying they're not going to allow it to play.
That's what it looks
so
like.
It's proprietary or whatever, because they don't want Apple, since now Apple's coming out with a streaming service, they probably, are at war with Apple and don't want iPads to be able to play it.
But they're still going to need people who have a ton of, people who have a shitload of iPhones to have the Netflix app on it so that they can pay for the subscription and so forth.
I thought this was pretty cool. Do you have this on your phone? Because we had some family over the weekend. So
I don't have Instagram. I mean, I don't have it.
Well, I know it's the same Instagram, but there's a dark mode now with the new iOS 13 update. I do have the update on my phone. Do you have Android 10?
Yeah, the Android can do the same as far as that dark mode.
If you have dark mode enabled on your device, when you get the new Instagram update, you'll see the app automatically switches to black background with the white text.
It's better. It's better for your eyes too.
Yeah. To enable it on the iPhone, go to Settings, Display Brightness, select Dark. It's also a toggle enable automatic. I tried putting on dark mode on my iPhone. I really didn't like it. I wonder if I can show it to you. You just go to Settings. I did this update, and it's just strange to me. So here, if you see, Paul, it's asking if you want to go light or dark.
Right.
So I'm going to go dark, and you'll see what happens.
Come to the dark side. Let me guess it goes dark. Nope.
Come on.
Okay.
So
so some people like that.
Everything basically goes dark. Text messaging goes dark.
Right.
It all becomes like different.
Yeah, that's
something I have to get used to.
I've definitely had that for a lot of apps on my phone. I haven't checked really to see if I can do it on my on the operating system on the phone on 10, but altogether I can do it on the majority of my apps. So, but I just adjust the brightness. That's all. I don't go into dark mode.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a. I don't think it's like that.
I do think there was I didn't know about this, but and I don't know if it was on the last update. So now there's a feature on iPhone. I don't know about the Android, that if you go in the portrait mode, if you have the new iOS update, so if I take a picture of you right now, I can make the rest of the background blurry, so it literally looks like it's a professional photo.
Okay.
And that's with the latest update. I don't know. Do you have that option to do that?
Take a picture of somebody but make the background blurry?
Yeah, let's see if
I've never tested it.
So this is literally like a professional photograph, and what I want to talk about is how this is going to really eliminate photographer jobs. Photography takes professional photos. with portrait. Let's see, portrait. So it just focuses on what you're centered at, and it makes it crystal clear, and then the rest is like blurred out.
You mean just the things in the background are blurred out?
Yeah, this doesn't have it too much, but it says portrait mode. You open a camera, follow tips. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get some pictures, images. Because I did it, and it's incredible, man. It's incredible how pictures become so professional that, like, here's one, Paul. If you see it, this lady. So on the left,
yeah,
she's blurred out in the background. On the right, it's normal.
Okay.
Let's go back. So that's basically what it does. It makes it very professional looking, and to me, this is going to eliminate the need for professional, photographers. You're not going to want to hire. You're just going to need someone to take still photos, like, not move.
Yeah, I have no idea if that'll happen or not, but
The complete guide to stunning portraits on, so that's basically what it is. It's incredible. I mean, how you can do this.
portrait mode. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
you don't have
cool.
this option, you said? You're not sure of?
I haven't even used my phone enough to see if I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a ton of stuff, like where I have go to mode, and then it goes to...
So this was April of 2019, so this must not be new, but it's still new. It's just that I don't think it was part of the last update. I think it actually has been out. iPhone portrait.
I have the take two photos in order by tapping 1, 2 at the top of the camera preview. Take two photos at once by tapping. Huh.
Yeah, April, May came out with this option to do this blurring effect. It uses depth effect software to blur the background of a picture as you shoot it. The subject will remain in sharp focus, which is perfect for portrait photography.
Okay.
It was also great for shooting scenes with distracting backgrounds. Your subject will stand out much better if the background is blurred. You'll also find it on... Okay, so portrait mode is available on the latest iPhones XS, XS Max, XR, iPhone X, iPhone 8 Plus, and iPhone 7 Plus. So if you have a 6 or lower, you can't do this.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty incredible, man. It really is. This technology is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been available on, on the computer for quite some time now. But
Call of Duty,
to be able to have it on your actual, for anybody to have it on their phone, it's pretty sweet.
Call of Duty mobile game breaks. Oh yeah, so a mobile game for Call of Duty came out. 100 million downloads in the first week.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't download it, but I did hear about it. Call of Duty for the mobile game. I'm not really into like mobile games so much. I really prefer to play on a console. But I guess, if you're like on a break at work or I don't know. It's like, where do you find time to play a game on your phone, I guess? I mean, I don't know.
Let's say 100 million?
100 million downloads in the first week for Call of Duty on the phone. You can download the app.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even tell you. I fucking we have the Xbox One here.
Okay.
And I was like, screw it. I signed back into my account. I haven't played Xbox in forever. And so I actually put in the original, or the Xbox 360 Modern Warfare. And then I put in, and then I was playing Black Ops for a while too, playing the multiplayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Getting back into it?
Yeah, the 360 games. Dude, they were made 10. Modern Warfare was made in 2008, and Black Ops was made in 2010. But the difference between the two games is incredible. Incredible. Like
Oh yeah,
Black Ops is just so much better than
definitely.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one.
Mario Kart. I downloaded that. It got 90 million installs in the first week.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go got 85.5 million in 2016. So these mobile games are really becoming more and more popular. The more phones are advancing, becoming easier to play these games and download and whatnot. It is free to play, apparently. Call of Duty game. So it's insane.
Yeah,
So,
I would definitely, like you said, I would definitely prefer to play on a console. I don't even want to play on my computer.
yeah.
So not on my computer, not on my phone, but yeah, give me the console, give me the controller. It was funny on the Modern Warfare game, the original one from 360. It only had it was like something like 476 players in the in the entire game.
That's funny.
And then I jumped to Black Ops, and there was like 1.1 million in Black Ops.
That is funny.
Can you imagine? Like, dude, these are individual games.
Yeah.
These are individual games, and how many individual games that at this moment right now have, more than 1 million people playing in in
It's
one
like
game.
how do the servers keep up with the bandwidth and all that?
It's insane, man. So like almost like half the population is like playing some
Yeah.
kind of game right now.
Yeah. I
So
just saw like where do you find time to do it? I mean, I have a family, I have a wife, I have a daughter. I'm already engrossed, to be honest, with YouTube on my phone a lot. And I know it has affected my family in the sense that I'm playing the videos, I'm doing this and stuff, and it's like, you have to find some boundaries, find some common ground with your cell phone and reality. Because to me, this cell phone is really not reality. I mean, we can say it's reality, but this is reality, like us. Like right now, me talking to you, we don't like people no longer even want to talk in person anymore. It's like we're always looking down on our phone. We're driving with our phones in our hands. It's like we're no longer in reality. It's like we're in this whole nother world of a cell phone. It's scary, man. I think, like generations, like my daughter Carly, I mean, she's never not really going to realize like what it's like to go outside. I mean, she does sports and
she
stuff.
never goes outside ever.
No. I'm just saying,
know.
like, I think younger generations are really going to lose, like, they're just going to be completely different the way of course, every generation's different, but I think it's going to be a really strong difference with how we grew up with being outside more and being more in nature and more natural, not so much with technology.
Yeah.
Like we're riding our
Including
bikes and
TV.
we're playing with snowballs and we're outside and we're building a fort, whatever it is the case may be. It's just now we're like more about an object. We're so sucked into an object.
Yeah, I mean that's been going on for quite some time, and I guess it
Yeah.
definitely depends on where you live, what your situation is like.
Yeah. I was
your
actually
living situation.
this guy just he was like a big guy and he said a Marine hat and I said, "Hey, Semper Fi." And I was talking to him. He said he drives to the Amish and he was telling me how he does concrete work for them, but he says that they don't know how to measure concrete. So apparently he has to do that for them, and fill it and everything, but they don't know how to measure concrete. And he
Okay.
was telling me how like you're out there now and how they still do not have electricity. But he said it was kind of funny. He said some of them do kind of sneak technology.
Yeah. There's
So
I
they're
believe
sneaking
that.
it.
I
They're
definitely
like,
believe that.
yo,
So
Billy Bob, I got a cell phone.
it's like almost like
How do
being
we
in
turn it
jail.
on?
But no, there's
Does
there's
it connect
different
to the
sects.
sun?
Yeah, there's different sects of the religious order. Like if you
Yeah,
go
because I was
down,
asking, I'm like, what is it? What is the Amish? Is it like, is there a religion? Like, is Amish is not a religion. Amish is a culture. What is like, right? I don't understand it all.
I think it could be like a combo. I think it's technically like a combination of both.
Like, do they have something that's called a religion? Because
Yeah,
you
like
said something about the
Amish.
Quakers.
Yeah, so like I don't know if it's like I don't think Amish is the actual. Yeah, I think Amish is more of a culture, and then it's like the same thing with the Mennonites. So the Mennonites, that's a Mennonite is a religion. They have like Mennonite churches
Okay,
and
so
so
yeah, the
forth.
Mennonite is the religion.
So I think the Amish is they have some sort of. I just don't know what their religion is, but I know that if you're in a real Amish community, then it's if you can't make it, you don't use it. You can't use it. If you don't make it, you can't use it.
Wow.
So if none of us can make it, you can't use it. So no light bulbs, no electricity,
Wow.
no saws, no
Wait, but
drills.
that doesn't make sense because oh wait, so if a man made the light bulb, right? So a man made the light bulb,
Let's say an
right?
Amish man made a
So
light
they're
bulb.
saying that every person, so they're saying if I can't make a light bulb right now, I can't use it?
In the Amish community, in the Amish community. So I guess if you made it, I
Yeah.
don't know
So
what their
basically
exact
what they're
laws
saying
are.
is like you need to make it. If you can make it, then you can use it.
Basically, that's basically what it is.
So
So
like forgot like 100 years trying to figure out how to make a light bulb.
yeah, and somebody probably could, but I think they're just so
And they probably made an Xbox already and they're like, how do I connect this thing to
yes,
the internet?
Xbox made out of wood.
Like, do we connect a string from here to Pennsylvania to Maryland?
Yeah, maybe.
Is
But
that
yeah,
the internet?
they're the really strict Amish.
Can you
It's
imagine like
insane.
what if we did like a test like meet you and I we just did like an Amish test for like 30 days we try to live Amish. So no cell phone, no nothing like just
Could do something for
I don't know.
we could do something of the sort. I think as far as like cell phones, like for instance, like I have like all my like appointments and stuff like that on it,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. I would need. Um,
It'd be hard. I don't know what we could do because we rely on so much.
yeah, the thing is like I don't. For the most part, I don't. I don't use my cell phone a lot. A lot of times, it just sits on my desk
Okay.
for hours,
I use mine a
at a
lot.
time.
I use mine. I definitely use mine a lot.
No, it's rare. It's really rare.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I don't use the cell phone. I look at like the YouTube creator page and that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean we could we could do some kind of challenge as far as
The Amish challenge.
yes, yeah, or just something similar to that.
Yeah. I wonder what we could
Um
do. It'd be funny.
that's a tough one. It would be
Because they do so much that they
we
don't rely on stuff that like we rely on so much.
yeah, we're going to use electricity. We're going to use running water.
Well, I wonder if we looked it up and we said like what can't the Amish like let's see. What can Amish Amish
The Omish.
Amish I thought it was a Amish or what are Amish not allowed to use? Hence, the Amish do not fully accept the modern conveniences that their non-Amish neighbors take for granted, it is acceptable within Amish communities to use some limited forms of electricity, such as battery power for the lights on their buggies. Something. Okay, so telephones are an interesting illustration of the way that Amish families incorporate technology.
Community phone.
So yeah, they do have telephones. That's right. The ban on telephone ownership was due to the Amish belief that contrast to spiritual humility contributes to pride and individualism is not a necessity and is a link to the outside world. There was also concern the phone removed. So I don't know what they're saying. 1980s increase in Amish enterprises resulted in more creative phone use today. Very own district. So not everybody has phones. It's typical Amish. Technology should not be an intrusion into the home, but rather serve the social purposes and goals of the group. With that in mind, Amish often repurpose the technology in a sense to align it with their community beliefs.
Okay, well, we wouldn't necessarily have to do something that the Amish aren't allowed to do. We could literally just pick something. We could wait till the next podcast and just think of something until then.
Yeah.
So, because I'm all done with all my good stuff. Finished. So, unless you had anything else, we're just finishing up episode 20. And,
no, that's it. So, like we said, guys, just do that second chance video. Subscribe, comment, like. Let's get to 100 or more. And,
the giveaway, second chance giveaway video.
If we get past 100, we'll release the 25-hour early, right? We say
once we. I don't know. That's a good question. Once we hit 100, then do it, or do we let more people get in? To the.
Well, you know what? Let's just stick to our date. Let's just go. November 1st is the date that we're setting. We're saying Halloween is the last day. So, November 1st, we'll get on. What day is that? It's a Friday. That's fine. It's a Friday, November 1st. We will get on and pick a winner if we were 100 or more, which I hope and I'm sure we will be. So.
I wish they still had YouTube messaging.
Yeah. I don't understand why they got rid of that.
Make it so much easier, but it is what we'll still find you. We'll still find you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're still gonna.
We'll find you.
We're gonna find you. So and if you don't respond, we're not gonna find you.
Yeah, if you don't respond, we're just gonna paste the link in the main part of that video. So
we'll just keep the money. We'll just keep the money. So we'll just do a third chance. So
a third chance video. Yeah, till Thanksgiving now. And then Christmas.
We'll make a video specifically on you that you were the winner and you disregarded our message.
Yeah. Okay. So until then, if you've gotten this far, maybe give us some ideas on something that we can omit from our life for like 30 days, something like that. Yeah. And Chris and I will also think of that as well. So put anything in the comments. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, just comment something, man. I mean, come on, guys.
Say something.
Just say something. Even just say something. Say something.
We had like 8 people in there the other day, or whatever it was, like 4 days ago.
Yeah. Don't be shy, guys. Come on. Just a chat room.
So.
When we premiere this, I'm on the chat. Paul's on the chat. We're going to chat with you. All right, Tatanka Peaches. So.
Jesus, you just like that name.
So anyway, guys, we had enough of this podcast. It was a good one. And tune in next time, 21.
Yep, 21 next time. So
have a good one, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Take care.
Later.